There's also a battery that's coming. New Jersey is going to be piloting a battery project or a pilot probably within the next 30 days. There are stipulations to that. You do need to have a fairly significant amount of usage. Not at Mark, if you didn't have solar, you probably would qualify. But it's pretty substantial, and most homes probably don't have enough usage. But the reason for that is the company is investing in two 10 kilowatt hour batteries at no cost to the homeowner. So they want to make sure that that investment is going to return something based on how much energy you use.
Don't understand how a battery can save money if it's the same rate day and night.
It's saving the energy company, in this case, Think. They can charge it when it's cheap. They can discharge it when it's expensive.
They can.
Yes.
And then, consequently, you get a lower bill.
You do, right. So even the energy company saves money depending on when you use it. They just don't pass those savings on to you,
Right.
unless
Now
you're on
that
time
you
of
get
use.
some of those savings.
Yes.
For example, at JCP&L where I'm at, if I charge my car after 10 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, it's almost, I think it's like, it's ridiculous, it's like 6 cents a kilowatt cheaper to charge my car at night. And I'm sure that's what they do with the battery. You would recharge the battery at night, discharge at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you're high demand.
Well, that is true, but Ralph had a question before about, hey, if we do run the washer at off hours, do we save money? And the answer is no, you don't. The utility does, and they encourage you to do that because it's cheaper for them to provide that power at that time of day.
It has to be a smart device, like my charger actually communicates with JCP&L, says, hey, he just charged the car was 12 kilowatts, and that goes, so that's how they know the differential between what my car was
and they may have the incentive built in for people like you to do that. In order to generally save on different time of the day is something called time of use. So for example, PSE&G, I mean, if you do it on off-peak, you might only spend, 7 cents a kilowatt hour. For the generation, the delivery charge is typically exactly the same regardless of what you're on. But the peak out cost is like 53 cents a kilowatt hour. And that may not mean anything to you, but generally speaking, if you're only spending 25 or 30 cents a kilowatt hour,
It's double.
it's at least double, yeah.
But so are they always, like, for PSE&G, are they always charging us 50 cents a kilowatt hour?
No, because you're not on time of use. If you were on time of use, that you're using peak,
Lower at night and higher.
Right.
No, but otherwise, if you're not on time of use,
No.
they're charging them 50.
they're charging you a flat rate regardless of whatever
28 or
time,
something like that.
whatever time of day you use the power. They encourage people to do it off-peak because it saves the energy company money.
So, well, I'll wait until after you do your thing, and then I'll ask.
Sure.
Get my answer.
Regarding the battery, it is a really great incentive for everybody involved. So the battery, it's a 2 10 kilowatt hour EcoFlow Ocean batteries, the newest model that they have. One is for the customer, one is for the Think Plus. So they basically charge and discharge that battery throughout the day. You have a 10 kilowatt hour battery as backup. There's grid outage, whatever, it's there, but if there is a grid outage, you have access to both the batteries. A 20 kilowatt hour battery is fairly substantial to the point where you could probably run everything in your household depending on how much stuff you have and depending on how long it is. And what's in it for the company is that they basically have a customer for 15 years. There is a 15-year parts and labor warranty on the battery, so if anything ever goes wrong with it, you're covered. And what's in it for them is that I have a customer for 15 years. They guarantee you the lowest rate, they'll beat the lowest rate on the market throughout the 15 years. So the first 5 years, they may lock you in at whatever the rate is. It's substantially lower than you could get anywhere else. Then after, it's basically 3 5-year leases. And then their guarantee in the future is that we will beat whatever the market, the lowest rate on the market is, we will beat that. In addition to the backup energy. So, I think it's important that people know that they're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing it because it's in their financial interest. It just happens that it's in your financial interest too. So sometimes it's not a zero-sum game. Sometimes it could be beneficial for all parties involved. And again, you need to have substantial usage. So most folks in this room probably wouldn't be able to qualify for that. At least as it is now, as the product rolls out and they start seeing results, maybe they'll change some things to make it more open to more people.